Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be making some pizza, but before I get started, I just want to remind those of you that are new on my channel, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And for everybody else that's already subscribed, I just want to say thank you so much you guys for the support. So for the first step, I'm going to make the pizza dough. In the cup right there, I put 1 cup of warm water, then I added 2 teaspoons of yeast and I let it sit for about 3 to 5 minutes. Then in the bowl right there, I put 1 3/4 of a cup of flour, that's like almost 2 cups. I then added 1 tablespoon of sugar, 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, and half a teaspoon of salt. And I just started mixing everything all up. Then after this, I'm just gonna knead the dough until it's soft. Since I don't have a dough mixer and I'm doing this by hand, I just continue to knead the dough until it became really soft. That just makes it easier for you to roll out the dough when it's time to make the pizza. Now that I'm almost done kneading the dough, I just put some spray oil in the bowl. That prevents the dough from sticking when it rises. For the second step, you guys, I'm going to be making the pizza sauce. I just added 1 cup of tomato sauce. And I'm also going to add half a cup of tomato paste. You're going to notice that the tomato paste is actually thicker than the tomato sauce. And I'm doing this because I want to come up with a thick sauce. You don't want to get a runny sauce, and because that's going to make your pizza soggy and you don't want that. Nobody likes a soggy pizza, okay? Yeah, so I'm just adding that tomato paste right there. It's just half a cup. I didn't have a can opener, so you can see the edges of the can are really rough. I was actually scared I was gonna cut myself, but I didn't, lucky enough. Now it's time for us to add our spices to the sauce. The first spice that I added was Italian seasoning. I only added a tablespoon of it. Then I added some basil, just half a tablespoon. Then some garlic powder, about a teaspoon of it, a bit of black pepper, and I also added a pinch of salt and 2 tablespoons of olive oil. After you've blended your mixture, your sauce should look like this. As you can see, my sauce isn't too runny and it isn't too thick. You just want to get something in the middle. that I did was to put the sauce on the stove. I let it simmer for about 3 minutes. You don't want to let your sauce start to cook because you're going to lose all the moisture in the sauce. After that, I then put it back in the glass and put it in the refrigerator to just cool it down. Basically, those are my pizza toppings. I've got some pepperoni, bell peppers, and onions. Then I also have some mozzarella shredded cheese. So the first thing that we're gonna do is to roll out the dough. Now that I'm done rolling out the pizza dough, I'm just measuring out the pizza so that I fit it in the pan. You don't have to do these decorations that I'm doing. You can just make like, a flat pizza with no decorated crust. I'm just doing this because I find it like so fun to do. So yeah, it's not that hard. But if you've made pizza before, this is quite easy. You can do this to just get that favorite restaurant look. But since it's homemade, you can also make it flat. Just putting the batter on the pizza to just make sure it's soft when it cooks. Then now it's time to put our sauce. There is the sauce. I'm just staying within the pizza itself and trying to avoid putting the sauce on the crust. So from the toppings that I have, you can make about 3 different kinds of pizza. The first pizza that I'm making is the cheese pizza. If you're like me, sometimes I tend not to like meat on my pizza, so I just make a plain pizza. If you're a big fan of peppers, you can add some bell peppers or jalapeno peppers. I also chose to add some onions to my pizza. Guess we just made a vegetarian pizza now. Then lastly, I added some pepperoni to my pizza. step, I like to add some Parmesan on my toppings. I feel like that gives it a way better taste. But if you don't like Parmesan or don't have it, you don't have to do that. Then I also add some butter on the crust to give it a golden look. And I bake the pizza at 420 degrees Fahrenheit. That's the same as 216 degrees Celsius. So this is how my pizza came out, you guys. Since I don't have garlic sauce, I'm just using some butter to put on the crust. Please go ahead and subscribe if you haven't done that yet. Thank you so much, you guys, for watching until the end.